There is one measuring stick in this business. Me, Triple H. I've had more gold around my waist than almost anyone on the planet. I've led two of the most famous factions in history. I've been down the road to Wrestlemania countless times. But this time, you've got control. It's time to play the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live as Raw emanates from New York City. Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler welcoming you to another exciting night of sports entertainment.
We're officially on the road to WrestleMania, JR. This is my favorite time of the year.
Our main event is going to pit three great superstars against one another to see just who is the #1 contender for Randy Orton's WWE Championship.
Orton's been on such a roll. That's like getting to be the first calf in line at the slaughterhouse.
I'm here with the game, Triple H. Triple H, you have an important match tonight against Edge and Mr. Kennedy. Do you feel confident?
Maria, do you know who I am?
You're Triple H.
Do you know what I do?
You wrestle?
I win matches. I win championships. Nobody is better. I am the king of kings, and I reign over the WWE. Kennedy and Edge, they're not in my league. They're just stepping stones. And tonight, I get one step closer to the WWE Championship.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Triple H. You may get impaled.
If I were you, I would have done it and not just talked about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible match we have for you tonight. Not one, not two, but three WWE superstars vying to become #1 contender.
You're not kidding, JR. This is going to be huge. Edge versus Triple H versus Mr. Kennedy. Only one can come out on top. There's that smash mouth style and ugly offense.
And he hits the DDT. Just planting, just driving the head to the floor. And can you believe that impact? Driving the knee into the opponent.
There's no way, JR, that Triple H is happy with Edge interrupting him earlier.
And Edge may live to regret turning the cerebral assassin attention towards him. Oh, the punch connects. He's putting the knee to his opponent. Look at this. Here it comes.
Oh, man. The pedigree's the way to do it. That's for sure.
As the match wears on, you have to wonder, why didn't this could be a pinfall? 1, 2, 3. The referee has called for the bell. That's it.
says what he does and does what he says.
The King of Kings is now poised to challenge for the WWE Championship. I hope Randy Orton was paying attention to that match. Thanks for tuning in to Raw. We now have a new #1 contender in Triple H, who won an exciting triple threat match last week.
He may have won, but the two guys who lost aren't too happy.
That's right, King. Edge and Mr. Kennedy want another shot at the game, and they'll get it tonight in a handicap match.
Let me get this straight. You challenged me and the Rated R Superstar to a handicap match tonight? You got a death wish or something? For the so-called cerebral assassin? You're pretty darn stupid.
And here we go with this handicap match as the King of Kings, Triple H, takes on two competitors he beat last week to become the #1 contender.
Like you said, it's a handicap match. Triple H is on his own out there. Maybe he's bitten off more than he can chew.
Whether you agree with their methods or not, there's no doubt in my mind Mr. Kennedy and Edge are two of the greatest competitors in this business. But there it is, the pedigree!
He's had his back against the wall many times before, but the odds are certainly stacked against the King of Kings tonight.
And that's just how the game likes it. He lives for the challenge and loves overcoming the odds. Triple H has his opponents wounded. He's overcome the odds. Can he get the win? You're not going to get him with that one. A vicious thump. These superstars are in rough shape. Fatigue has set in, and I think this match could be over before you know it. A vicious thump. A vicious blow to the opponent.
Wow, what a shot! He's been busted wide open. That's gonna need stitches for sure. This is his chance.
Next week, the game faces Randy.
The pedigree! The pedigree! He hits his opponent with the elbow.
Oh, man! A huge jaw-jacking drop kick.
One! Here's the pin! Could this be it?
1, 2. There's no way that was going to be a 3 count. A sharp kick wearing down his opponent. What a vicious spear!
Turn the tables on his opponent with that one. Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR. That suplex was picture perfect.
There's some evil intentions in the eyes of that man right there.
There it is! Spear! You got to give him credit for that one, JR.
He almost took his opponent's head off with that lariat. What impact from the knee? He catches his opponent with an elbow.
Oh, man, that knee looked painful.
down.
And he plants him down with authority.
A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down. Driving the knee into the opponent. And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick. And the neck breaker connects.
What a counter!
A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down. And he strikes at his opponent with the knee.
Oh no! That last shot busted him open. Oh man! The pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 2, 3, and there it is. That's the match. Nothing evens the odds like a sledgehammer.
He ain't got under the spine, but with nobody to watch his back, there may be more trouble, and soon.
Welcome to Raw. We have a real treat tonight. A WWE Championship match.
Triple H has the #1 contender spot, but the beating he took last week may hurt his chances.
If there's one man who could put Randy Orton's title reign to the test, it's Triple H, no matter his condition.
Triple H, I wanted to wish you luck tonight in your championship match.
Thanks, Nate. You know better than anyone else what it's like to be in this situation.
It seems like only yesterday, you, me, and Randy, we were all one unit in Evolution.
That's history, Rick. And tonight will be historic. Thanks for stopping by.
Bring it home, champ.
Go for our main event for the WWE Championship. Triple H, the game, the King of Kings, versus that viper, that snake, Randy Orton.
Here we go, JR. But after the beating he took last week, is the game in any state to compete?
I don't know, King, but you can be sure he'll give it his all tonight. Driving the knee into the opponent. He almost took his opponent's head off with that lariat.
Throwing his opponent around like a rag doll. Uh-oh, I think he's looking to finish off his opponent. Oh man, the pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
And you know, King, That damn snake Randy Orton will stop it.
Dude, was that 3? No! Come on!
A vicious blow to the opponent. He's putting the knee to his opponent. It's been a grueling match so far. Triple H has taken his opponent, and Triple H rocks his opponent with the knee.
He's throwing his opponent around like a rag doll. Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. Ow, that was a serious shot there. Oh no, what's he gonna do here?
Oh, what an elbow drop.
Ooh, what a vicious backbreaker.
Look at this. Here it comes. There it is. The pedigree. We knew these superstars. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count. He catches his opponent with an elbow.
Oh, did you see that knee? There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move that sets up bigger things.
Looks like he's got some big plans, JR. The pedigree! The pedigree!
1, 2, count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3. That's it. That's all she wrote. A chair. Things are bad enough already. Stay the hell out of it, Randy.
This is very, very bad for Triple H.
Randy Orton has saved the game. I don't believe it.
What's happening here? These two working together?
I have no idea, King. I'm stunned. You're watching Monday Night Raw. Last week, we were close to crowning a new champion.
Last week was a classic, and we may never know who would have been the better man.
We do know that the King of Kings wants to get his hands on the 2 men who interfered in that match, and he asked for it to be no disqualification.
Triple H, I wanted to talk to you for a second. Thing is, Randy, I've got nothing to say to you. I've got a match.
Last week, those 2 got what they deserved. I'm sure they'll get more of it tonight, but if you need someone to have your back, I've had it before.
That's the past. This is all the backup I need.
It's your game, Hunter. Play at your own risk.
Want to be in the ring with Triple H tonight. He came so close to winning the WWE title last week, only to be screwed out of it by these two.
They cost Triple H his WWE title, and you can be sure he's out for revenge.
If he's looking for a weapon, he's in the right place.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight.
Can you believe the odds are stacked against the game by his own choosing?
Don't forget, this is no disqualification, King. And that sledgehammer, that constant companion, is a true equalizer.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR? Word from Edge and Kennedy's interference, last week's match could have been one for the ages.
Absolutely. These two men just sicken me. They're nothing.
The pedigree! The pedigree!
This is brutal. Triple H, the cerebral assassin, showing why he's the deadliest player in the game in this no disqualification match. There's not an ounce of quit in any WWE superstar, but the human body has its limits, and they may have been reached here in this match.
Can you believe what happened last week, JR? Randy Orton actually defending Triple H?
I can't explain the logic behind it.
Oh, man! The pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure. One, two.
And what a slobber knocker of a shot with that sledgehammer.
That'll rearrange your facial features for sure, JR.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent. He puts the boot to his opponent. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? Driving the knee into the opponent. A vicious stomp. Here's what the fans came to see. There it is, the pedigree.
Look at that. He's busted wide open. This is great.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
Well, there it is. That's the match. Triple H's celebration may be cut short.
What a counter.
Oh, no! Game! Look behind you!
Where did Randy Orton come from?
Does it matter, King? What matters is he saved Triple H again.
No more unfair fights. At Royal Rumble, I want the two of you against me and Triple H.
What a match for the Royal Rumble. How are these two going to coexist? It's finally here, the Royal Rumble. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Good old JR, Tim Ross, along with the King, Jerry Lawler, ringside for one of the biggest WWE events of the entire year. 30 men will attempt to throw each other over the top rope in the Royal Rumble match.
4 superstars not involved in the Rumble itself may just blow the roof off this arena, JR.
Triple H and his unlikely partner, Randy Orton, are facing Mr. Kennedy and Edge in the culmination of a very personal battle.
Hunter, it may be just for one night, but Evolution rides again. Just like old times. After you two get the victory, we're going to party, woo, all night long.
There's the bell, and here we go. The unlikely combination. Triple H and Randy Orton against Edge and Mr. Kennedy. 2 men who've been a thorn in the sides of both their opponents.
Over the last few weeks, we've seen Orton come to the aid of Triple H. What's Orton get out of this?
I don't know, King. Triple H is the cerebral assassin. And if there's one person Orton won't outthink, it's the game.
Less than a week ago, Orton and the Game were at each other's throats, JR. Can they really coexist? Oh, man, the pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. 2, 3.
Well, like it or not, this one's over.
Orton said it. Edge and Mr. Kennedy weren't so tough when the numbers were even.
That was by no means a cakewalk for the winners, King. But I wonder what the future holds for the Game and Randy Orton.
I'm going to guess the near future holds plenty of limo riding, kiss stealing, and wheeling dealing.
You can't tell me that didn't feel good, Hunter. And now we celebrate. Evolution style.
Hey, that was a great match. You looked fantastic.
There are 12 more just like her, waiting for us. This is a night to celebrate. Triple H, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, together again.
For one night, I'll party with you, Rick. Orton, keeping my eye on you.
The fighting is done for one day. The rest of the night is for partying. Woo!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're one day removed from Royal Rumble, and what a night it was.
From the looks of Triple H, Ric Flair, and Randy Orton, the after party was even better.
Could this be the reuniting of Evolution?
Disappeared pretty quick last night, Triple H. Randy and I ended up closing that club. Listen, if you need any help in your match tonight, let me know.
Once again, the winner is Shawn Michaels.
And as usual, he never misses a beat.
They can't keep me away. Besides, what's a championship chase to WrestleMania without Mr. WrestleMania?
Well, that line starts behind me. Hey, I've got a match with Kennedy. We'll catch up later.
Sounds good. And with all this talk about bands being put back together, you and I should talk.
Here we go with this one-fall matchup between Mr. Kennedy and the Game, Triple H. And these two are getting to know each other so well.
There's so much bad blood, they may have trouble sticking to the rules, JR. Speaking of sticking to the rules, how long until Edge comes running out?
I'm just receiving word, King, that Edge has been banned from ringside.
That's great! We'll finally get to see these two go at it, fair and square.
A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down.
We're just a day removed from the Royal Rumble, JR, and these two are back at each other's throats.
Triple H and Mr. Kennedy picking up where they left off less than 24 hours.
The pedigree! The pedigree!
And now a pin. This could be it.
Dude, it was so close to 3, he could taste it.
He hits the Russian leg sweep. And he hits the DDT. Just landing, just driving the head to the floor. We've seen Evolution and now HBK. There it is, the pedigree. One, two, three.
That's it! The match is over!
Why can't that Edge leave well enough alone?
If he wants to get in the ring with Triple H and his sledgehammer, it's his funeral.
With that, the Game not only sent a message to Edge and Mr. Kennedy, but he also showed Evolution that he's capable of defending himself. We're back live with Monday Night Raw.
Have you looked on WWE.com today, JR? The Diva Search is back on. Do you know what that means?
Puppies?
Know it. Wait. Yes! Puppies! You stole my line.
Triple H, we need to talk. I was serious about bringing DX back together.
The past is the past, Sean. There's only one thing I need.
You can't honestly be telling me you're going to side with Orton.
Funny. My ears were ringing. HBK, a reunited Evolution is what everyone is dying to see.
Evolution never would have existed without DX. Randy, Triple H is more of a degenerate than you'll ever know.
Triple H, I hope you're not listening to his selfish ways.
Look, guys, I'm doing just fine on my own. But how about this? I'll team with Sean tonight. And Randy and I will tag next week. Now, does that make everyone happy?
Ladies and gentlemen, set your video recorders and take note of this historic night. For one night only, one of the greatest teams of all time reunite.
If you're not down with that, I'm sure they got a couple words for you. Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
There's no denying the toughness of Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch, but they're going to have to dig deep if they're to beat Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And he strikes at his opponent with the knee. Cade and Murdoch, multi-time WWE Tag Team Champions, are not a team to be taken lightly.
You're right, JR. These two are one of the greatest tag teams on... Oh, man! The pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. Oh, no, he's bleeding. 3. Back to the...
Oh, my gosh! It's over, JR.
It sure is good seeing Triple H and the Heartbreak Kid together again. DX reunites. It could be short-lived, though, King. Remember, Triple H is tagging with Randy Orton next week. Thanks for tuning into Raw. And Triple H is being pulled in 2 different directions.
Something tells me that after tonight, he'll side with Randy and Evolution, JR.
Keep in mind that it wasn't too long ago that the game was facing Orton for the WWE Championship, King. How will they coexist tonight? Just when you think things can't get any bigger, now Evolution takes their turn in the spotlight.
Thankfully, this is only a one-night deal. I'd be scared if they joined forces on a regular basis.
London and Kendrick have a huge task ahead of them. One of the brightest young tag teams of recent years, teaming against arguably the most dominant faction of all time.
But if Kendrick and London could pick up a win here tonight, just imagine the bragging rights.
Folks, that's some impact. I have goosebumps seeing Triple H and Smackdown.
Oh, man, the pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
There's no doubting the heart and courage of London and Kendrick. But the
3. And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
Different partners with the same outcome. Triple H's team gets the victory. throne.
He's no stranger to Orton or Triple H.
Did Orton line up Batista to help sway Triple H to Evolution? Thanks for inviting us into your home for Raw. We've seen in the last few weeks that Triple H has a tough decision to make.
I know the feeling, JR. The finals of this year's Diva Search contest have been announced, and I don't know who to vote for.
That's a shame, King. Anyway, Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton are scheduled to battle for the WWE Championship at No Way Out, which can't make matters easier for the game.
You can't be blind, Triple H. Orton manipulated Batista last week to get involved. You don't need to go down that road, Hunter. DX was about entertaining and having a good time, not about manipulation. I hope you do some serious soul searching, my friend.
After all the emotional turmoil of recent weeks, this should be a straightforward match for Triple H as he takes on the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
But Benjamin's no pushover, JR, and you have to wonder how the game's emotional state may affect the outcome of this match.
Enziguri. A vicious stomp. And it's been reversed. A vicious blow to the opponent.
Triple H teamed with both Evolution and DX in recent weeks. I wonder which one he preferred.
For the WWE's sake, I hope he stays as far away from Orton as possible. Oh, good grief! What impact!
This is a huge match.
There it is! The pedigree!
Oh my gosh, JR! That's it! The match is over!
All I hear these days is DX or Evolution. I go out to eat. I don't hear smoking or non-smoking. I hear DX or Evolution. I go to the store. They don't ask me paper or plastic. The guy says DX or Evolution. Randy, Shawn, you two put me in the middle of this. Fine. I'll be in the middle. At your WWE Championship match at No Way Out, I'm gonna be the guest referee.
Oh my goodness, JR! What a shocking turn of events!
I'm sure Orton and HBK are equally surprised. Now we'll really find out which side Triple H will be on. Folks, you can't miss No Way Out. ladies and gentlemen, Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler here, calling all the matches on this stacked card.
And the cherry on top is a rematch for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton defends against the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
With the announcement on Raw that Triple H is going to be the guest ref, who knows what's going to happen?
Triple H, I'm sure you realize Evolution is where you belong. HBK is only using you to get to the WWE Championship. If you make sure I win tonight, we can rule WWE together. I'm counting on you.
I'm sure Evolution is trying to buy your favor, Triple H. You're smarter than that. All I'm asking is that you be smart in the match and do the right thing. Call it down the middle. Of course, if you want to pedigree Randy just for fun, I can't stop you.
Randy Orton and HBK want to play the game? Then it's game on. The match is in my hands. If I want to reform D-Generation X, I should make sure Shawn wins. If I want to be part of Evolution again, Randy should win.
Here we go with the main event. Can you feel the electricity? Can you feel the emotion, JR?
It's Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. But they have to know the match isn't in their hands. That honor belongs to the wild card, the unknown quantity, the special referee, Triple H.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
One of the things that must be weighing on these competitors' minds is how will Triple H call this match?
I can tell you right now, the game will call this match the way that suits his needs.
One thing's obvious. If we're to have a winner, Triple H will have to take a side.
You just know Triple H had the winner pick before the opening bell.
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. It all may be coming to a close. Michaels versus Orton. He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, what a match, JR.
Shawn Michaels, one of the best who ever set foot in the ring, is once again WWE Champion.
Big deal, JR. It sure seemed to me like he had the ref in his pocket.
The WWE board made Triple H referee. I doubt HBK had anything to do with it. I think everyone in this arena knows what that gesture means.
If that's true, then the WWE is in for a wild ride.
Hot off the heels of No Way Out, this is Raw. Shawn Michaels is our new WWE Champion.
Yeah, thanks to a little help from the guest ref, Triple H.
It sounds like the old pot is calling the kettle black, King. You took a shortcut to your own mailbox.
As you may have heard, there's a new WWE champion. But what you may not know is that the band is back together. D-Generation X. The best is back. D-Generation X. We're, the best? Better than the Four Horsemen? Better. Better than the Nation of Domination? Believe it, brother. How about, Extreme Expose? You got me there. Kelly is a better dancer than you are, Sean.
Hold on a second. I beg to differ. Evolution will succeed without you, Triple H. It's time you learn that firsthand.
A sneak attack by Evolution. They've taken out Michaels, and now they're running all over the game. He's completely outnumbered. Look at him go! My God, what a move! He's putting the knee to his opponent.
There's a drop kick. He's intent on leaving a mark on the opponent.
Oh, man! A huge jaw-jacking drop kick.
He's really flexing his muscles now and showing his true power.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this. Apparently, Evolution didn't take too kindly to DX saying that they were the greatest team in history.
Orton, Batista, and Flair's egos could fill this arena 3 times over. Oh, the elbow connects. Oh, did you see that knee?
A stiff shot with the elbow.
He's going in for the kill. The pedigree! The pedigree! He hits his opponent with the elbow.
What a vicious shot with the knee.
Opponent around like a rag doll.
A vicious stomp.
Oh, look out! Look out! Look out! Oh, man! The pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
You know what I think, HBK? Orton and Evolution are green with envy.
No way. Admit it, Hunter. I'm faster, stronger, and smarter than you've ever been.
Well, Did you see this coming?
You're right. They are green with envy.
DX has humiliated Evolution here tonight. Last week, DX painted both the town and Evolution green.
DX may be laughing now, JR, but he who laughs last laughs best.
Evolution may have its chance tonight as they're in a 3-on-2 handicap match against DX. And this might be the biggest match in the history of Raw. DX versus Evolution. Two of the greatest factions of all time going head-to-head here tonight.
What a match this is going to be, JR. But Evolution has a one-man advantage.
After the humiliation they were dealt last week, you can be sure Evolution is out for retribution tonight.
Last week, Evolution was painted green, but tonight, DX might lead black and blue. Well, that's a great way to take your opponent out in a hurry.
Can you imagine? There it is, the pedigree. Triple H and Shawn Michaels' friendship blows strong. Just 2 weeks ago, Michaels won the WWE title with the help of the game.
Look at that! He's busted wide open! This is great! I think the end is near, JR. This can't go on much longer. Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
He's going up. This could backfire.
Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt. Here it comes! Oh man, the pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure. He's going for the pin.
What? Spear! Spear!
What a hard-hitting contest this has been, JR. Most teams would have been demolished against a force like Evolution. But DX is not most teams.
You're right there, King. Triple H and Shawn Michaels are two of the most experienced superstars around.
He's intent on leaving a mark on the opponent.
3! Dear Lord, those lariats can do so much damage.
The pedigree! He's dishing out the damage with the knee.
And a jaw-jacking punch.
There's the pin.
1, 2. And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
What a punch! What a counter!
What a vicious shot with the knee. He puts the boot to his opponent. This looks like bad news for his opponent. There it is, the pedigree. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
That was a punch and a half.
He's putting the knee to his opponent.
What a a lethal series of kicks.
A vicious stomp.
He's going in for the kill. Oh, man, the pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
What impact from the knee?
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's the match.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H once again got the better of Evolution.
How do they keep doing it, JR? Evolution is all business.
You might have just answered your own question, King. You are tuned into Raw, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a big show for you tonight. Randy Orton and Triple H will square off to see who the #1 contender is.
Evolution versus DX. Speaking of this rivalry, WWE.com has a poll up where you can vote for which group is the best.
Either one would make for an intriguing contest at WrestleMania, and this should be an epic match.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Then, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home, and for Randy Orton, let's get ready to suck it! I've got a match tonight, and on the foregone conclusion that I'm gonna win, I will become the #1 contender.
Triple H?
That means my destiny to once again become the WWE champion will be one step closer.
Hey, Triple H.
Hold on, Sean. That means at WrestleMania, I will take on the champ and shove his head so far up his...
Triple H!
What is it?
I'm the WWE champion.
Oh, that's right.
May the best man win, okay?
That's cool with me.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Here we go with an incredible main event. A #1 contenders match for the WWE title.
That's right, JR. And one of these men, either Triple H or Randy Orton, will go on to face Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels, on the grandest stage of them all.
Did you hear that? What impact?
And he strikes with the elbow.
I've got to say, it's been great seeing DX back together over the past few weeks.
Well, what happens if Triple H wins tonight? You can't expect Michaels and the Game to remain friends if they're facing each other for the WWE Championship. He's dishing out the damage with the knee.
He catches his opponent with an elbow. Randy Orton is so deep. There it is! The pedigree! And it's been reversed. Oh, what an elbow drop. Oh, no. What's he going to do here?
Oh, my gosh! What a spear! I'm surprised he didn't break his opponent in half, JR.
These two men have given it their all. Only one can be victorious. Only one can earn that WWE title. Only one can go on to WrestleMania.
Look out! Here it comes! Oh, man! The pedigree's the way to do it, that's for sure.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground. He's got his opponent trapped in a tight headlock there.
And he strikes at his opponent with the knee. It appears he's looking to put his opponent away here.
The pedigree! The pedigree!
With the WWE title looming.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. 1, 2. He hits his opponent with the elbow. Oh, did you see that knee? This has been one heck of a match, JR, but I think the end is in sight. These superstars are running on fumes.
He could put his opponent away right here. There it is! The pedigree! One, 2, 3! And that's the match! The top contender spot for the WWE Championship.
That title is held by his DX partner, Shawn Michaels. Will these two face off?
I would assume so, King, but anything can happen in the WWE. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on Raw. We have some huge news. The main event at WrestleMania this weekend will feature Shawn Michaels and Triple H with the WWE Championship on the line.
But they're in DX together, JR. It's championship versus friendship.
I'm told that tonight, live on Raw, both members of D-Generation X will participate in a press conference.
First, I'd like to introduce the challenger to Shawn Michaels' WWE Championship at WrestleMania, Triple H. Thank you. I want to say I'm really looking forward to facing the Heartbreak Kid on the grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania is the only place where the two of us have not done battle. Now, are there any questions?
Yes. This is for the game. Do you think DX can survive this match?
That's a good question. The answer is yes. It seems no matter how much we beat each other up, we can't get rid of each other. Speaking of my partner, here he is, WWE Champion Shawn Michaels.
So, if I bloody you and make you submit, we'll still be friends? Wow, that's a real friend, folks. Now, I'm happy to be here as your champion, and I'll be happy to leave WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. Now I'll take questions. No questions? Anyone? Bueller. Oh, you. Do you have a question?
Not really. Now, if either one of us was facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania, how long would the match last?
32 seconds. Thankfully, for all these people, it's Triple H versus HBK.
A WrestleMania moment in the making.
Make fun of me all you want, but Evolution is going to put both of you through a table and prove DX is overrated.
This press conference has broken down.
And now we've got a tables match on our hands.
And there's the elbow. And he strikes at his opponent with the knee. He puts the boot to his opponent. And how much force, how much impact was delivered there? Can you believe the jealousy of Orton? In 6 days, Michaels and Triple H face each other at WrestleMania, and he'll be damned if they arrive in one piece. A swift kick to the opponent, and the Legend Killer is done for.
There goes another table. I hope we're buying these things in bulk, JR.
A vicious stomp. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Oh, that was a serious shot there. He's dishing out the damage with the knee.
A vicious stomp. He's not going to get caught with that one. A sharp kick, wearing down his opponent. A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down.
And he hits him with an impressive combination of kicks. He's intent on leaving a mark on the opponent.
And he goes for the neck break. Here's what the fans came to see. The referee has called for the bell. Will a press conference become a tables match?
Pretty easily from the looks of things.
I can't help but worry what the physical consequences will be. These two compete for the WWE Championship in 6 days at WrestleMania. This is Wrestlemania. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler, pleased to greet you live from the biggest spectacle of the year.
I can feel the electricity in the air. Or is that the static electricity coming off that gigantic cowboy hat of yours, JR?
Very funny, King. We have an amazing night of WWE action here, which is sure to be highlighted by the WWE Championship match pitting champion Shawn Michaels against his DX teammate, Triple H. Let's take a look at how this contest came about. Randy Orton and Ric Flair were trying to reunite Evolution. HBK came back and expressed a desire to reform DX. As guest referee at No Way Out, Triple H named HBK the new WWE champion, and in doing so, brought back D-Generation X. With Triple H as #1 contender, the two held a DX press conference that degenerated into a tables match. Now these two friends go at it officially for the WWE Championship. This is it, King. This is where it all comes to an end. This is the WrestleMania main event.
Doesn't get much bigger than this, JR. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship. Are you kidding me?
These two men are no strangers to victory. Both former Grand Slam champions, having held the Intercontinental, Tag Team, and World Heavyweight Championships on separate occasions. Will Triple H add another title to his collection tonight? Driving the knee into the opponent. Whether they're friends or not, these two are out to destroy each other.
When it comes to the WWE Championship,
there it is, the pedigree.
What a counter!
And he hits the neck breaker.
He's got his opponent trapped in a tight headlock there.
There's no DX jokes tonight. There's no Evolution interference. By God, this is WrestleMania. This is for the WWE Championship.
Oh no! It looks like the pedigree! The pedigree! I'll tell you, JR, it's rough to get to a point in a match where you want to keep going, but you just don't have any to.
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2, 3, and there it is. That's the match. Triple H is once again WWE Champion.
What a match, JR. That'll go down in the history books as a classic. Michael sure looks like he got attached to the WWE Championship.
That's a lot of trust being shown on the game's part. Think about what you're doing, Sean. It's not worth it.
I certainly wouldn't turn my back on my opponent after I took his title.
Thank God. HBK exhibits admirable sportsmanship after losing that intense match.